What is going on, guys? This is Wolfthorn Lives, Giuseppe here, and I am back. Yes, thank you so much for coming by the channel today, and thank you all of my subscribers, the ones that are still here and have survived the great purge of YouTube yet again. Yes, unfortunately, from almost 270 something subscribers, I have gone back down to 265. It's not something that I'm too discouraged about. You know, I'm going to continue making videos, and that's not the reason why I was on such a long hiatus. Blah, I can't even talk. A little bit of jet lag, maybe, coming back from vacation. So now I'm back. I'm playing some Black Ops 3 on my home console with my good old hero gear and dark matter, but I'm playing with BlackJack, a little bit of rogue, and I just wanted to do this video. I have reached Prestige Master level 500, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of background on me as a player, show you my stats and everything that I've done so far in the game. So like I said, I'm not the best player in the world. You know, KD ratio is positive, win-loss isn't, and it's a pretty decent score per minute. You know, I just try to be the best in the lobby, you know, whether that means rushing around like a beast and just not really worrying about KD too much and getting as many points as possible. I play kill confirm mostly, but when I do play objective based game modes, I always go for them. I never just kill whore and ignore my team. I always try to help them win. And here's just some of my equipment stuff. I went through my guns. You know, I have dark matter, so I had to learn how to use everything, and it was really good practice actually to use different weapons in the game. And you know, it's just something cool to challenge yourself. You know, definitely pick up something that you're not really used to every once in a while, and that's also why I wanted to include my class setups, which will come later in the video after, you know, I talk about some of my keys to victory in Black Ops 3, like how do you get all these cool medals that I'm showing off, and like, you know, keep your KD positive, and you know, backing out of a game that's almost done, like should you do it or not to keep your win-loss ratio in check, and all the stupid things that go into keeping your stats. I mean, and in the end of the day, guys, these things are just numbers on a screen, and aside from challenges and stuff like that where you can actually get some visual stuff instead of just having bragging rights of saying, oh, I got all of the dark ops done, or I have hero gear and dark matter, you know, at least those are physical representations of a challenge well done. That's why I was so happy to go for 100%er, and I'm doing a series of that as well. Mostly when I play the game, I go for melee kills. You know, I use guns that no one really uses, that I'm not really used to, let's say. And to me, that's the key to playing the game well. I mean, you just got to find your playstyle. You got to find everything that suits your needs, and just stick with that, and don't worry about how everyone else is playing. I know that, you know, there are plenty of people just spamming the most overpowered stuff, you know, like they'll use the Kuda or like the KN44 all the time and never put some variety into it at all. But you know, don't be discouraged by that, and just stick with the gun that you feel the most comfortable with. I love the Weevil. It is the one that I have the most kills with, as you can see clearly, and from the stats that I showed earlier, and most people don't really use that gun very much. They'll either use the VMP or the Kuda, like I said, but that just goes in. It doesn't fit my playstyle. I've always liked P90 style weapons as far as SMG goes, and that's just what I like. And I urge you guys to play the same exact way. If you have a certain, you know, style that fits you, and you know, aside from just sitting there and camping and absolutely doing nothing in a corner, you know, not helping your team out, you know, definitely stick to how you feel the most comfortable playing is what I would recommend to you, to keep your stats the way you would like them. If you really want to get them and be the very best, then by all means go full try hard, get the scuff, you know, get the full on headset, you know, surround sound system, sound whoring setup, and just be able to, you know, outsmart your enemies that way. You know, you have to just fit your playstyle to how the game is played, and just hope for the best, and also, you know, be ready to adapt. And which is why here is the perfect example of that with the class setups. So in Black Ops 3, you're able to put more than 3 or 4 attachments on a weapon, and in my opinion that's awesome, and I would like to take the most advantage of that as possible. So here we're going through my class setups. The first one is mainly for search, was a Razorback with a suppressor. Then we have an Argus class as a troll class because somebody kept killing me with it all the time. Here's a simple class just for streaks, and this is great for, it really helps you out if you're getting slaughtered. You know, it's a good way to maintain your KD from falling and everything like that. So this was a class that I made called Black Market. It originally only had Black Market weapons on there, but most of the ones I have are only melees anyway. And I just did a melee and tomahawk montage, which is actually great if you guys want to check that out, and I would really appreciate it. So you can see exactly what I meant by fitting your playstyle to the game. Don't worry so much about your stats sometimes, just try to have some fun. So here is my go-to class, #1 all the time. For some reason this camel glitch is still going on, but it's definitely one of my favorites, the Weevil class. And here's another one, the KN, with 4 attachments, 3 perks, basic, but it's awesome, and it still gets the job done almost every single time. And this is all situational. You know, I'll use, if I need something for a medium range map where the HVK would be perfect for it, but like let's say something with like the Man of War for like longer range wouldn't be that great. Here's another search class, you know, VMP and a sniper for long range, but you know, I just copied it from someone else. Honestly, I don't really use it much. Here's something simple, you know, ICR. I just tried to level up every single gun in the game, and I've actually have most of them to max prestige except for shotguns because I don't really use them much. But as you can see here, 10 different class setups, 10 different situations, and 10 different ways to play. And that is the best thing about Call of Duty, and that is the best thing about reaching Master Prestige also, which I guess is the main point of making this video in the first place. You have everything available to you that's unlockable. You have 10 full-on class setups that you can make for any situation, as I showed you and demonstrated before. And it just gives you, there's so many different options available to you guys, so many different combinations of things that you can try, different attachments and different things to fit your play styles. Like I mentioned before, play the game the way you want to, not the way you should, or not the way that you have to just to do good. Sometimes, you know, taking a negative KD but playing the objective and having mad fun in uplink might actually feel a little bit better than, you know, getting a 6.0 KD in a team deathmatch where you're just cheesing, or going into safeguard and not playing the objective and your team loses. Oh, but at least I got 100 kills. To me, it's more impressive if you play the objective well, and I understand that, you know, certain players might have certain roles when playing objective, especially on a team, but when you're playing solo, even focus on the objective even when your team isn't and they're ignoring it. Try to be that person who goes above and beyond, and if you strive for that every game, chances are you will see that your stats will go up. Your score per minute will go up from trying different game modes and doing challenges, getting experience. Your KD will go up from trying different game modes and learning all those different strategies and including it into the one that you may have already. And if you are better at Call of Duty than I am, if your stats completely shit on mine, no, like, excuse my language, but chances are there are a lot of great players out there who could probably teach me a thing or two about playing Call of Duty, and I'd be more than happy to listen to them. My stats may not be the best, and I'm not going to blame getting hero gear and dark matter for ruining them. There's always somebody better out there, like I said, and you always strive to meet your goal as to the best of your ability. But now, at the way my kills and deaths are set up, how many I've just gotten overall, it would be almost impossible to pick my KD up any higher unless I literally went 30-2 like every match. Something tells me I shouldn't get my hopes up. On that note, I'm gonna wrap this video up, and I appreciate you guys coming by and checking it out today, and coming with me on the road to level 1000 while I cover everything in Black Ops 3 and all the other games that I enjoy playing. If you see something you like here at Wolfthorn Lives, why don't you come by and subscribe and follow me along this journey. Have a great weekend, take care, and peace.